everybody. Welcome to Promise Resource Network. This is Body, Mind, Spirit with me. I'm Jane. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for everyone to tune in. I feel like I haven't had interaction with any of you all in so long, so I'm very excited. So as you join, let me know you're here. I'm so excited that I feel like I just rambled everything really fast. So I will breathe. And as you tune in, breathe with me. Let's let's center ourselves because again, I'm excited to be on here and I'm excited to have interaction with all of you. Good morning, Darlene. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here. Does it feel like it's been forever since last time we were on here, or is it just me? Like, I for real feel like, hey, good morning, Tanisha. Like, I for real feel like it's been weeks. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? I'm happy you're here. Wow, that was some light hands. I'm sitting in front of a window, so I'm like grateful for the natural light. And wow, Tanisha's like so tired, but hoping to get a burst of Jane energy. I did drink a cup of my black tea, so I have gotten my caffeination. And check this out, I did this morning. So some of you know I take, you know, I support plant medicine. So I use a lot of plants for their medicinal value, right? Like food is thy medicine. Right, darling? It has been forever. Anyway, right? So let's connect. Let's reconnect. Um, so I have been taking, not with any regularity. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a little nap, but it was a piece of hair flying at my face. Good morning, Ben Harris. I tipped my invisible hat to you. Which, oh, my hat's not in here. Telling you, Ben, I'm getting a hat just for you. Hey, Kim. Good morning. How are you? And Charles is in the house. Yes, so happy you're here, Charles. What? How am I? He asks. I feel a bunch of different ways right now, but I'll get back to that. Maybe. I was I was just sharing that I had a cup of black tea, so I feel like this energy. I'm also sleeping in a different place, so that makes my sleep just less. So there's this like hovering tired and just needing rest, and this also like excited. I'm so excited to be here with you all, guys. Y'all don't even know. And then the caffeine, it's like even more. And I took a shot of oregano oil this morning. Good morning, Mark. How are you? I'm so happy you're here. Yay! Yeah, y'all. So oregano oil, if you don't know, or if you do know, it's a repeat. Sorry, but and maybe I've already mentioned this. But anyway, so oregano oil is antiviral. And it's COVID season, right? And it's flu season. Like I get it. Everybody's like close together. We're inside. It's not, necessarily all beautiful and sunshine and warm outside. Um, so I will make little wellness caps and I use like oregano oil and some other essential oils that are like food grade. Very intentional about that. But anyway, so I didn't bring it because I didn't want to bring all my oils with me, but they have oregano oil. So I put it in like a shot of water and took well, it was actually like a cup. It was a cup. It was like 8 ounces of water. Anyway, so I put like 2 drops of oregano oil in it and took a whisk and went like that to like emulsify it and drank that down this morning. Y'all, if you've never actually had that, it tastes just like pizza without all the other good stuff. Just oregano. If you get it on your lips, it burns a lot. So that's a thing. If you do it on an empty stomach, that's a whole other feeling. Today was my first day. Wouldn't necessarily encourage that for future users of oregano oil for wellness. You're welcome. PSA. So anyway, so I took this shot of this oregano oil because we gotta keep our systems up that are immune, right? So antiviral oregano oil in the water, so good. So anyway, how am I, Charles? I'm feeling all the ways. Feeling tired. I'm feeling alive. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling all the things. And I'm focusing on gratitude. Because y'all, how are you feeling? What are y'all feeling grateful for right now with your body, mind, or spirit? You need to just like let me know. Oh, hey girl, hey Kimberly, you're back. Such in the house with the starry heart eyes. I like the emojis. Y'all, I love the emojis. Like, let me just call out these emojis because while y'all tell me what you're grateful for your body, mind, and or spirit. I like Ben has the crown. Kim Porter has, it's the very smiley face. I couldn't tell what the eyes were doing. Charles has the wavy hand. Um, Kimberly Eubanks has the smiling emoji with the heart eyes. Y'all, why do I love emoji so much? And if you've ever texted me, you know I will use those Bitmojis, and I feel like mine looks a lot like me. And I love it so much. Ooh, Ben's grateful for life. Dear friend, right? Thank you for that reminder. Like, having gratitude for just like life, just life. Like the fact that I get to feel tired and excited at the same time. Like, talk about some weird polarity. It's like, but I get to feel both of them, and I get to feel it because I'm in this life. Oh, Kimberly's pulling out the emojis now. She's got that one with it's like you know those masks that you could wear? Not COVID masks. That would be funny. OMG, I just had this really funny idea. Check this out, y'all. So Kimberly just shared the emoji with it's like you remember the masks you would put it on and it would be like the glasses, the eyebrows, and the mustache like all in one piece, and it's like that emoji. So she just put a bunch of them on and it just gave me this idea for COVID masks. It's just like a pair of glasses, right? So it just goes over the ears as opposed to wrapping around the ears, because I don't know about y'all, but because I've been wearing a mask more frequently because I've been out more with people, it hurts the back of my ears. I don't like it. But anyway, could you imagine a COVID mask that was like super fly shades, and then it just had like something, and it was like a mustache that like came out over, and so we all looked like that Groucho Marx kind of character. I think it'd be really funny. Good morning, Sharon. Sharon's got the happy face. I like the happy face. Ooh, Kimberly shares that she's grateful for rain and nourishment. Is it raining in the land of the city of Queens on this now? What's the weather doing? I'm so curious. Where are y'all coming from? I mean, I'm in New Jersey. Charles is saying that he is doing good. Glad I've gotten to deal with the Department of Revenue this morning already. Emoji, eye roll. Oh my God, the Department of Revenue. Wow. Isn't that a fun one? The IRS? Can we just call out that it's an illegal entity by its own nature? And yet they have so much money that we literally can't afford to tell them no. Double taxation. Didn't we like rebel against this at some point in our human life? Insert eye roll. And you did. Good morning, Lauren. I am so happy you're here. I have your sunglasses still. They are still with me, safe and sound. And I need to tell you something. I just don't want to forget. Anyway, Melissa says, because I asked if you're just joining, what are you grateful for? Pick your body, mind, and or spirit, whatever you got. I want you to share this. Melissa shares, I'm grateful for waking up this morning with my son. Oh, he's sick, and I'm grateful that my jobs allow me to work from home. Oh, to take care of him when he's sick. That's awesome that you can stay home and be home with him, and that you have a job situation that supports that. And because, we're powerful creatures of healing, right? Can we all just take a deep breath together? Let it go. And just for this moment, let's all send Melissa's son a ton of just healing, grace, and love energy. Just surround him with so much love and grace. Let that flow to him, surround him, go to his body, just do it, whatever he needs to have done. No attachment to what that looks like. And let that send some of that to Melissa too. That feels good for me. Hopefully it feels good to you. Hopefully that helps. Marv shares that he's thankful for a new day every day. Emoji prayer hands. I'm just going to call it the emojis because I feel like, because I'm grateful for emojis. So I'm going to call them out. So every time, I mean, unless y'all put like 50 on there, y'all can't. But I would like to see them. Anyway. Right, Marv? We get a new opportunity, man. Like we get a new day to like live in this body. We get a new day with our mind. Our mind sometimes goes on like repeat, but we still get a new day to at least explore the repeats and also explore new potentials for new thoughts. We get a new day to connect with our own spirit, the spirits of others, the great spirit, the spirit of the earth, right? The spirit of the water. We get to. I love that, Marv. Thank you. Kimberly shares when I asked her what the weather is doing in the city of Queens, says that the Queenly Land is a rain day, somewhere between 45 and 50 degrees. Cool. I'm grateful that it's not raining here. I am. It is a cloudy sky, and I'm really grateful it's not raining. It is so windy here, y'all. My hair was like, whoa, going all over the place. I was grateful for that wind. I was standing in it, and you know when the wind is blowing so hard that your face is like freezing off. And I was standing in it, just like the tears flowing out, partially because of grief and partially because it's cold wind blowing in my eyes. And I'm standing there like, ah. And someone was like, "Aren't you cold? Like I can shield you." I was like, "No, man. Like I can feel this." It was very exhilarating. Tanisha shares she's grateful for the restoration and healing, forgiving my past experience and those who have hurt me, and enjoying the rain cleansing. Yes. I was just talking about this last night, Tanisha. Check this out, y'all. We were just talking about having gratitude for those who've hurt us. And that's not necessarily the easiest, especially if we still have scars, right? Things within us or on us, around us, that remind us of the pain, which then reminds us of the person. You know, it's kind of like if you burn your hand on fire, you may not ever want to go around fire. In fact, you may hate fire, but you also may hate being cold, right? So cultivating so much gratitude for those who hurt us or those who hurt others, it's a huge heart activation, and it's healing and it restores. I'm so glad you shared that, Tanisha, because it really is restoring and healing. Laura says, "You're so sweet for holding a place for my sunglasses." I love them. They're really cute. I would not get them back. Amy shared, "Oh, hey, good morning, Amy." I'm thankful for a new job. Congratulations on your new job. Ooh, new jobs are exciting, y'all. I used to hate getting a new job and I used to love it at the same time because I would go in and like not know anything and feel like stupid and inferior and like confused and all that stuff. And I don't like feeling those things. Like I don't. And when I would sit and be like, well, I'm grateful that I have this job, or I'm grateful that I have this opportunity. I'm grateful that I don't know this already. I'm grateful that I have all this space to learn something new. I'm grateful to try something new. I'm grateful that you have this new job so that you can have all these new experiences and meet new people. And I'm happy for you. Kimberly with the rainbow emoji. And is that a sloth? There's a sloth emoji, y'all. Kim says, "I'm grateful for phenomenal things and super cute things." Oh, you see, I didn't even read the word sloth emoji. I just got really close to the screen. You're welcome, you all, for that really close-up morning shot from yours truly. Lauren shares, "I'm grateful to have seen that you're alive right now. I haven't been able to spend much time with you lately. Times are tough." Here's a question, Lauren. I'm grateful that you're here too. So, and Lauren, I'm so excited. She says, times are tough. Where can you or anyone else, you, find gratitude when times are tough? Because times are tough. They are. It's not the easiest time to be living as a human with this body, right? With all the thoughts, also with all the thoughts of others that are telling you all the things. So, where can we find, cultivate, create gratitude when times are tough? I'll share. So, I was having a lot of physical pains recently. Like the past few weeks have been better for sure. Um, 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 but before I was having like a lot of physical pains. Like it was hard for me to like bend over, um, stand up, you know, human stuff. And I realized now that like gratitude was something that I was having a really hard time tapping into because my body was screaming so loud of how much discomfort it was in. Right, my body was having a really tough time, and I was not having gratitude for much. Like I would be like, "Oh, it's such a pretty day. Let me go for a walk." And I'd go to put my shoes on and my back would give me all the middle fingers. And I wasn't feeling grateful. It was like any gratitude that I had or excitement that I had to like go for a walk that day, even though I still went for the walk, it really just kind of went, it just plopped. And then I would go on this walk and the walk would feel okay. And then I would get back and like bend over to take my shoes off and like 20 more middle fingers popped up. And yeah, I don't even have that many. I don't even know. And so I was like having a hard time finding, creating gratitude when my body was hurting so much. Um, so I guess I want to bring this into our awareness now because times are tough, you know, and anytime we can have any gratitude for anything, like it's going to help us. It's going to help us stay healed and restored, like Tanisha mentioned earlier. Who shares? How is that for a transition, y'all? Sometimes gratitude is painful when you're still healing. So my emoji is a range of emotions, right? From like the crying to the laughing to the infinity. Or wait, is that those are? I can't tell if that's the infinity symbol or chains because they look so similar. I think it's the chains, and then the hammer busting out of the chains. That's what it is. Yes. I feel like sometimes when I can feel gratitude in these moments of like, you know, where I'm like breaking through something or I'm healing something painful, um, it's almost like I'm at the same time of feeling the pain, I'm also feeling this like upliftment, right? This filling of my cup, you know, like, so it's almost like I feel both at the same time when I actually let gratitude to sit in painful, tough times. You know, sometimes when times are tough, we feel guilty for feeling happy. We feel guilty for feeling gratitude. Like, how can you be grateful for this time? This time's awful, right? People are dying. People are sick. People are hurting. I'm not grateful that people sick or hurting or dying. Duh. And I can still be grateful while these things are happening. It's kind of like that's so funny that I started talking about this because I first started sharing that, like, I feel really tired. You know, like in the past few days, I haven't been sleeping that much. And I'm really excited because I get to be here with y'all. Like, y'all don't even know. So it's interesting that when I can feel gratitude for even this motion, it looks like I'm melting like very large almonds. Looks like I'm milking very large almonds, but I'm not. Anyway, but when I can feel gratitude for this like push and this pull, that I get to feel the push and this pull because I'm still in this body and I still have my mind and my energy is what I'm going to go back with. Boom. Let's see. Tania, oh, Ariel's here. Hello, Ariel. She says, I'm grateful for unconditional love. Oh, if I'm not feeling it from my person, I'll seek comfort elsewhere. My succulent garden, my fresh cup of herbal tea, my tiny, you have a tiny Siamese kitty? If you ever want to share a photo of that on these comments, is it tiny because of its age, or is it tiny because it's just like really small? Oh, I've never seen a tiny one. Unconditional love, right? Love without conditions, love without reasoning, love for just love's sake. Just love for love's sake. I can definitely feel that gratitude for that. I feel gratitude for love, right? Just that feeling of like, I'm so grateful that we are loved, that we can love, that we can love anything. I can love the window. I can love that I have fingernails. I can love anything. And so often we forget, like Lauren was saying, in tough times, we forget that we can love anything that we want. We're taught to make it conditional. Silly program. Um, Janisha shares, I try to find gratitude in self and painting and music expression. She says, I have 40 middle fingers of pain, but I'm breaking free. That's funny. I feel you on that. Sharon shares. I'm happy you're here. She doesn't say it, she said. I'm saying I'm happy you're here. And I'm grateful for new beginnings. Ooh. She says I need a course in the meaning of emojis. I've been known to use them improperly. There's no proper way. Like literally, there's no proper way to use an emoji. Did I tell y'all the story about when my mom sent me an email? I haven't seen her on here yet, so if she's on here, hey. But she had sent me an email, and this wasn't about an emoji, but she sent me an email when my uncle transitioned. And I remember sitting somewhere around others and was reading it and was like, right? Like, nobody wants to get the news of that. And it was emailed. And at the end of it, she said, LOL, Mom. And I'm like, what the F is she talking about? LOL, laugh out loud. This isn't funny. And then one of the people that I was with was like, I think she means lots of love. I was like, okay. So you know what? You just use them because they're fun pictures. It doesn't matter. Conversation with Blush, but I'm okay with that. I love you all. Marv shares, sometimes a new day can become exciting. And if you believe it will, then it will. Why did I sing that, Marv? Was that you singing that through me? You're right, because every new day can become exciting. It's just how we choose. You know, how do we choose to see that this is a new day? It's a new beginning. Y'all, we've never had this day. It's Monday. And it's in the morning. New day, USA. Grand rising, Jack. Is that a sun? Oh, it's the humans. The yellow human emoji faces. I like them. Charles shares, when the times get tough, I talk to this really great guide I know. It says, count the blessings I do have, talk with friends, do something nice for others. I might even call that warm line you keep talking about, right? Thank you for that reminder. What, y'all, thank you. Like, check this out because I can. Let me. Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Boom. If you're feeling for real, like, okay, this day is like too tough. I can't really handle this. I don't like it. Like, you can call this number and it's free. It's 24 hours a day. It's 833-390-7728. Call this number. It's the warm line if you're having a tough time. The person on the other end will at least lend you a listening ear and more than likely a smile. No, but for real, like I would encourage you to call this warm line. I said that really weird, but y'all know what I mean. Let me move this back in a moment. Let me get back to the chat because I want to see what y'all are saying. Tanisha says, team no sleep, but I'm too happy to be here. The highlight from my day, just like last week. I'm happy you're here with all those. Oh, I thought they were pepper emojis, but they're the You know what I mean. Lauren shares, I find that I've been focusing more on the, so on the, oh, you've been focusing more so on the things you don't have more than ever before. So I'm going to go back to that because Michael and I are going to be traveling on Wednesday. We actually have pre-recorded Love Talks. Highly encourage watching this. If I can get it to upload. My phone, talk about middle fingers, it's giving me multiples. Whatever. But my point, I would highly encourage watching Love Talks. It's still around gratitude, but in a different context. And I actually mention, so oftentimes it's hard to find gratitude in lack, right? The things that we don't have, we're still going to have the lack. Like if I'm at a Chinese buffet, and it has everything ever, and I want some unjara from my Ethiopian restaurant that I love so much. Abugida is the name of the place in Charlotte, and I love it so much. They're not going to have it, right? Like they're not going to have it. Chinese, and Chinese buffets have like everything ever, but they're not going to have injera. And so I could sit there and be like, there's not the one thing that I want. And I literally would completely be blind to all the other things. So it's what we focus on. The fact that you have that awareness, that's where you get to focus your mind, right? So that your body can start to move with this higher uplifted step. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Tanisha's like, I'm grateful for breathing because every breath matters. It really does, y'all. Can we just like take a deep breath together again? And let it go. Because to have gratitude that you can do that, a lot of people are waking up this morning and they're taking their last one. Tanisha shares that I'm grateful for my pain so I can acknowledge my pain and not be numb and ignore how I truly feel. I'm taking my mask off and dealing with the heartache so I can love wholeheartedly. That's the only thing we can do, right? To be able to be like, well, thank you. Thank you for taking that off. Keep your COVID mask on. Take the mask off of your heart. COVID. Marv says, ooh, I'm grateful. Oh, I'm grateful for this time in group every Monday morning. Me too, man. For real. Like, I haven't eaten breakfast yet just because timeline. And Michael's like, do you want me to make breakfast for you? And I don't care. I'm ready to see my friends. Yeah, I want to talk to my friends. I feel you, man. I am so happy that y'all are here with me. Like, talk about gratitude. It's overflow F. Hey, Dan. How are you? Dan? Did you move up north somewhere? I feel like you did, but I could be making that up. Maybe you went up there to visit, or it's where you're from. Oh, Tanisha, Love Talks will be on. It will be aired Wednesday at 5. So you can find it on the Promise Resource Network YouTube channel, and you can find it on Promise Resource Network's Facebook page. So either one. I've been telling people, I'm reading what Tanisha's saying. Also, if you take a shot of oregano oil to boost your immune system and to get rid of any viruses, and if you burp, you'll taste it. You're welcome. Tanisha shares, I've been telling people I care about them and expressing love after losing a family member this past week. I've been really intentional about saying you are important to me. Right? Thank you. Because I feel like that's the thing, when we lose something, oftentimes it's really easy to focus on what we don't have, and it's not easy to feel gratitude or love or happiness or joy around any of that. And when we can kind of use that as the reason to propel us to send out more of that love, it heals. It heals us and it heals everyone else. Because every time you, whoever you is, me, whatever, whenever you actually acknowledge another human being and just be like, hey, like, you're important to me because you're here. You heal them because love heals. Literally, the frequency of love heals. The frequency of gratitude is huge. We talk about that on Wednesday too. Um, yes, send it from the heart. It's like Care Bears, y'all. Dan says, oh, it's a brisk 28 degrees up here in Long Island. I am in the New Jersey. It's chilly. I haven't been outside yet, but I can tell because I'm wearing wool socks and heavy sweatpants right now. Can we just have gratitude that although being on like Zoom and all that stuff all the time is it is lame a lot of, and you can wear whatever you want on your bottom half. You wear no pants, you wear a skirt, you wear sweatpants, you wear jammies. Nobody knows. Until you have to stand up. Then just a heads up, like if I had to stand up to like go grab a thing, you would see. You'd just see gray sweatpants. It's not a big deal. Anyway. So here's a question. Talking about gratitude, right? Having gratitude for all these things. And I have like 14 thoughts coming into my mind right now. Are any of y'all like grateful for your mind? Do you feel like you don't know enough? Do you beat yourself up when you have repetitive thoughts that aren't serving you? Do you beat yourself up when you realize that you are beating yourself up, right? I used to do that. That was a really fun one. So I used to beat myself up all the time in my mind, tell myself that I was ugly and a piece of shit, and like the dialogue was like extremely abusive. I was psychologically abusing myself. I was really good at it. So, and then once I realized it, that I was doing it, I was like, well, I gotta stop this, right? So, like, stop talking shit to yourself, Jane. Like, that's not nice. So I did, right? So I would stop talking like that to myself. I didn't replace it with anything good. I wasn't like, I love you, Jane. You're awesome sauce. You're great. You're beautiful. You're divine. I wasn't there yet. But I had just like stopped saying all of this, like, you suck. I hate you to me. And then occasionally that would creep back in and I would be like, Jane, you suck. I hate you. I wish you were dead. Like, I mean, like, really, like, awful stuff. And then I would catch myself and I'd be like, damn it, Jane, what's wrong with you? And I would like get mad at me and beat myself up for being mean to me. So I kept it going. I just kept it from a more righteous place. So then being able to just change that dialogue with myself, right? To be like, okay, I'm not going to say these really mean things. I don't want to say mean things to anyone. Why would I say that to me? Like, I don't deserve that. So then I start to say nicer things, kinder things. Jane, you are worthy of love. You're worthy of being here, Jane. You deserve to be on this earth, Jane. Oh, that sounded really cute. You deserve to be on this earth plane, Jane. Anyway, and then when the voices come in, when I'm say unkind to myself at all for any reason, then I don't beat myself up for it. I just catch myself and give myself the new statement. It's kind of like if you say something really mean to somebody and you realize that it hurt their feelings, whether you meant to or not. But when you feel that, when you're like, oh God, that actually really hurt their feelings, you kind of feel like crap. We could either be like, whatever, it's your fault for feeling like crap. You took it the wrong way. Or we could ignore it, still leaves them feeling bad. Or we could go back to them and say something like, I acknowledge that what I said was hurtful to you, and that wasn't my intention. And I do intend to be more mindful next time. And I love you. Thank you for understanding. Could you imagine if we talked to ourselves like that? Or really anyone else, let's be honest. But that to me is being able to like move and mold our minds so that we can let gratitude come in for the thoughts we have. I have gratitude that my thoughts are malleable. Like that I have gratitude that my thoughts are mine, that I can move them and shape them and direct them however I choose at any given moment. Goes back to Marv feeling gratitude that he gets a new day, it's a new beginning. Same thing with the thoughts. I'm going to read what y'all are saying. Dan says he's grateful for having the love of my life, for the great job I have, and for having a more open relationship with my folks. Ooh, having gratitude for family. That's a good one. And your other stuff too. That one just reverberated for me. But the other things are really great too. Yeah. Oh, I love that. And if you're watching this and you're like, I don't have the love of my life, then how can I be grateful for that? Then I remind you that maybe you are in fact the love of your own life. Be grateful. You don't have to. Encouragement. Be grateful that you still have you. Lauren says, I get frustrated with my mind a lot. I have so many thoughts and it's hard to organize them and give them enough attention to each thought. Maybe each and every thought don't need all of your attention, because we are like a super high speed computer device, right? Like my phone does a billion things at once. Like my phone does all these things at the same time, right? But it's only what app am I looking at that really matters. How's that? How's that? I like that analogy. Y'all know I love analogies. Can't help it. Charles shares that I'm grateful for my mind. I do realize I don't know everything, and I'm always willing to learn more. And I know that even though we are few and far between, that they are, I know, and I know even though they are few and far between, I do make mistakes. And you are in the Michael's room of youth, inquiring minds want it. Oh, are you in Michael's room of youth, inquiring minds want to know with the emoji with the glasses? I am. This is the room that Michael like grew up in. This is his kid room. Isn't that sweet? And yeah, I like that you share that, Charles. You said this. We had a conversation a while back that still I share all the time, and it was just this conversation about like, I don't know half of what you know, and you don't know half of what I know. And that means that we have all this space to know so much more, and we'll never know it all. And because we're moving in directions, whatever these directions are, based on the limited knowledge that we have, we're going to make what we call mistakes because we want to learn. We want to grow, we want to expand, we want to be more. Like, how crappy would that be, y'all, if it was like, I have everything, I don't need to know anything else. Like, I don't need anything new. I don't ever want to try a new vegetable. I don't want to try anything new. I don't want to go out of my state lines. I don't want to go out of my neighborhood. There are a lot of people like that. If you're like that, no judgment. It's a very different way of thinking than being curious. People that are like resistant to going online. It's too vast. There's too much information out there. I know someone that's like that. It makes them challenge. It makes them challenge if they want to like know about me in some ways. Anywho's little. Melissa shares, I'm grateful that I have the freedom to explore life however I wish. Oh. She says, I've been experimenting with cacao and meditation. I saw a Care Bear post the other day of an intensive care bear. Ooh, talking about tough love. Ooh, holding a crowbar. I'm my own intensive care bear. I like that. It reminds me of Tanisha's emojis with the chains and the hammers, to break through. It's like sometimes love is tough, right? We're in tough times. Maybe that calls us to be a tougher love, a more intensive love, a more focused love, a bigger force of love that tells the mind, hey girl, hey, or hey boy, hey. Focus on some gratitude just for a minute. Let your mind settle, right? It's like restarting your phone, which I had to do before I hopped on because I'm really trying to upload this video for Wednesday. But yeah, like that we get to and doing this intensive care. What does that even mean? Experimenting with plant medicines that actually have been known to heal us since the indigenous people that lived on this land before, cacao, teas. Oh my gosh. Y'all, in March, check this out. Conversation with Flesh, but I'm going back to it. In March, it's a very limited spots type of thing, and they haven't even posted the finality, but there's this place called the Hemp and Tea Company. It's in like, oh God, I can't remember it now. Great. It's North Charlotte. It's technically right outside of Charlotte. I don't want to say Concord, Mooresville. Great. Can't believe I can't remember right now. Anyway, I'm holding a tea ceremony there, and I'm going to use one of their teas because it's a beautiful tea place, y'all. Like ceremonial, beautiful, delicious teas, and daily teas too. Anyway, and I'm going to do a sound journey and healing sound journey and meditation and do the ceremony with these teas because there's so much plant medicine that helps us just reconnect with spirit, right? Body, mind, spirit, the spirit of the plant, the spirit of the earth, the spirit of my breath, right? Inspiration. The root of it is spirit. Without it, we don't have a connection to that infinite spirit, and we get to be forceful, like lovingly forceful around that, like to be able to tell somebody like, no, I can't hang out with you right now. Tell my brain, right? No, I'm not going to listen to those thoughts because I'm focusing on my breath right now. My breath is what's important. I'm going to go back to the sensation of the sun on my skin. I'm going to go back to the way I feel my body weight on this earth. I'm going to go back to my bones right now. I'm going to think about my bones in my body, right? To be like tough with the other thoughts that come in, or even if like your partner wants to be like, hey, you want to hang out? 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 And you're like, no, I need time alone. That to me is being that intensive care bear, being the tough love that stands up for me. And then I can start to feel a lot more gratitude for what I've done. I said no, maybe for the first time, or I said yes for the first time. Why do I wiggle? Y'all, I'm grateful that I wiggle. It's weird. I was in this thing this one time that I don't even want to talk about. It was like a training program. It's a cult. Anyway, but I'll see how the show always ends. Anyway, they got so mad at me. They were like, well, we're not going to take you seriously. You need to stop talking in your funny voices, and you move around too much, and you need to stop, and you need to. And I was like, I don't know how to talk any other way. They hated me. What do you do? Charles says that, yeah, I don't need to know everything. I just need to know how to find out the answer, right? I need to know how to ask. And y'all, we live in a society where like kids don't know how to ask for help. Humans don't know how to ask for help. Remember when the top of the hour, y'all know I have a really great memory, and you know that I would normally remember this. Well, someone said earlier that they have a new job. And I was saying how, when you go into that new job that you're like, you don't know anything. And I don't want to ask questions because I don't want to be stupid because you don't know anything. We live in a society where a lot of people don't feel comfortable or confident enough within themselves to ask for help, to ask for support, to say, hey, I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to ask, but I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Can you help? Because we're afraid that someone else will view us as stupid. And then by that reasoning, right, we are not enough. And by that not enoughness, we'll get punished or fired, right, or let go. They'll find someone better than me. So we are too afraid to even ask the question. That's why having gratitude for the fact that we don't know everything lets us be confident and say, hey, I need support. And y'all know it feels good to like answer and support people and to give them what they need. It feels good. Thank you, Charles, for sharing the Hemp and Tea Company. It's in Huntersville. Yes. And Charles says, yeah, you challenged that cult's teachings. I did. Sharon shares. I just love saying that, Sharon. I hope you know that every single time you share, I'm like, Sharon shares? Why? That literally, it like makes my face smile so big, it kind of hurts. Like in a good way. Anyway. Sharon shares. I'm grateful for my mind. I'm grateful that I have the ability to learn all the time. I'm grateful for my body because even the aches tell me that I am still here, able to feel, heal, and live another day. I'm going to take a moment. It's true. She shares. I'm grateful for my spirit and the constant growth that I'm feeling in spirit. I'm going to take a drink of water because I want to talk about that. Right on. If I can show all that. Yeah, it doesn't show all of it. But that, I'm grateful for my body because the aches tell me that I'm still here. Like, some of y'all may know, like, we're up here because someone in Nicole's family transitioned. And, being around the lack, you know, and trying to find or feel gratitude that, like, I still get to be here and not feel negative around it, right? But feel like grateful that, like, I get to wake up today. I get to feel pain. Or I get to feel uncomfortable. And that means I also get to heal. I get to grow. I get to move forward. I get to talk to someone. I get to hang out with y'all. Like, I guess I'll get to see your little faces and your emojis. Like, we really can have gratitude for just having a body, y'all. We can have gratitude for just having a brain. Y'all, we would really not be in good shape if we didn't have a brain. If we didn't have our heart, we'd be totally screwed. Our blood would be like septic, like that. And if we didn't have a body, like, then we'd just be floating organs. And ooh, that would be so gross. Like, for real. I don't have a tissue. Anyway, let me go back to this while I get my leaking face under control. Go back to the chat. Thanks for being with me through that, y'all. Thank you for sharing that, Sharon. I think it's a beautiful reminder that, like, even that although we're in tough times, people are sick, people are dying, people aren't making money, people don't have shelter. The tent city I know in the Queen City is growing exponentially, and it's really disheartening. And the fact that, the community is stepping up and bringing supplies warms my heart. And it really pisses me off that the city itself is so focused on making money and keeping it that they can't share enough to put people who have no shelter in buildings that are sitting empty while they still build new ones. It's kind of challenging to find gratitude when these are the realities. And then I remember that I'm grateful that people are stepping up and giving support and giving blankets and bringing food and coming together and doing what they can. Like that I'll have gratitude for what I can do, for what others are doing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that y'all are here. Tanisha says that she's grateful for the seizure she had yesterday because it was my body reminding me to focus on wellness and commit to healing. Oh, I was crying like the rain, she says. That little sunshine coming in. Right? It's kind of like that. Like, typically people are like, oh my God, yay, I had a seizure. That's funny that I did the shake though. And I laugh because you're okay. But that it's like our bodies are the big, like, reminders of, like, hey, silly, you gotta rest. You gotta rest your mind, or you gotta rest your body, or you gotta rest so that you can reconnect with spirit. you got to reconnect with joy. You got to reconnect with gratitude, right? To me, spirit to me it's an energy, it's a consciousness, it's the bigness, it's the oneness. We get so focused on the minutia of the little things that we disconnect from the bigger picture. And when we can reconnect to the bigger picture, we have a bird's eye perspective so we can see what the message is in the turmoil, in the toughness, in the challenge. And so sometimes it's take a break, you know? I just had that commercial. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Why? Why do these things come in my head? And why do I feel compelled to share them? Like, these are things that I really could keep in there. And yet I don't. Through the years of being shamed and made fun of, or punished and abandoned for speaking the thoughts that come into my mind, I don't even care anymore because I'm grateful that I have my own mind. Because if y'all realize this, have you realized that you're the only one who can think like all the wackadoodle thoughts that you think in the order that you think them? Like, I'll share mine, right? I can be thinking about like, I could be crying and thinking about just that I have a body today and it may hurt and it's okay and I may be tired and I may feel good about that and then I'd be like, what's for dinner? And then I'm like, wonder what ever happened to Amy from middle school. I wonder if she's doing all right. Huh? Oh man, I really need lotion on my feet. But anyway, like literally my thoughts go all over the place. And no one else will ever think the sequential thoughts that I have. No one else will think your thoughts. I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful that our minds are so unique and they're so connected by the third eye, the intuition. Magic. So magic. So magic. So before we close, because we still have a few minutes, and I really hope y'all can't see if I'm snotting or not, because I feel like I am. Maybe I'm not. I'm not. Just feels like it. Anyway, so before we close, will you give me some more gratitudes of what you're grateful for in others? In others. Like I'm grateful for the transition of his family member. Not that I'm grateful for it by any stretch. And I'm grateful for it because it has brought people together that maybe wouldn't have been brought together. It's created opportunity to hold each other and to be there for each other and to grow love. I'm grateful that I've had more gratitude for being an air breather today because of it. I'm grateful. Oh, thank you, Keisha. Hey, I'm happy you're here. She says no spot with the emoji with the spot. And she's got the laughing emoji, so she needs lotion on her feet too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's not even the season, it's all the time. Oh, Tanisha says her mom would have her sit in a chair and tell her to be still because she had too much energy. Oh, yeah. Put yourself in timeout to rest. Oh, yes, I am unique, Tanisha says. And Tanisha needs lotion too. That's awesome. We family, y'all. Yes, grateful I opened the app. Right, that is so cool. Congratulations. If you want to share the link for that app on here, Keisha, I would appreciate that. Let's see. Lauren says, I'm grateful for the space my friends hold for me to speak my thoughts with no judgment. Yes. Right. Can we give a shout out and gratitude to all of our friends, whether they're family, your partner, like whoever, your dog, your cat, your fish, but like the beings that just are present to listen and witness, not to change, not to judge, but those beings on this earth plane, and also acknowledge that you're one of them. Thank you for that, Lauren. As Keisha says, I'm grateful I keep popping up and sprinkling the ether. Yes. I love the emoji on the computer. I love that. Oh, Charles says he's grateful for you and your voice, funny voices, actions, and showing of unconditional love. Thank you for that reflection. Samesies. Oh God, y'all. Okay. Denise says, I'm grateful to be strong when others are weak so I can have balance and for being vulnerable. Right? Keisha says, I'm grateful. Oh, I read that. Ariel says, I'm grateful for grace. I get so anxious when I make a mistake. And my boyfriend now says, you're not in trouble like I'm 5. It's a laughing face. How awesome is that? That you have this awareness and that your partner sees that and says, like, hey, you're not in trouble. It's all good. I love that. Oh, yes. Kimberly shares, I'm grateful for the commonalities and similarities we all share, for the reminder that we're not alone. Y'all, we're not alone. You're not alone. I'm not alone. That's a big gratitude right there. That we are together in good times and in bad. That we are together. It's not just for my partner and me or my family and me. It's you. I'm not alone. You're not alone. We are all here together, being our unique, multifaceted minds and different bodies and different ways we connect with spirit, whatever that looks like, whatever words you can put around it. It's all different. And yet we're not alone. And that's what makes us similar. That's what brings us into the awareness of the oneness that we are. All of us being in like different little human packages, different shapes, different colors, different sizes, different textures. That we're all here together. That feels so grounding for me. You could probably tell, like I literally just whooshed. I feel good. I feel great with that reminder. I am so grateful for you all. Y'all don't even know. I've been like really looking forward to connecting with you all on here. It really brightens my life. Like you bring joy to my body. And my body feels better physically. At the end of this 1 hour together, my mind feels clear because I got to share all these thoughts and I get to hear yours and like I get this interaction. And my spirit feels bigger and brighter and more expansive, more fulfilled. And I feel like I can be more when I walk out of this room because of you. Like without you, this would really not be as fun. Like for real. Tanisha says, I'm grateful for being here in the now moment. Me too. And Aaron says, together. Yes. He says, I love being a piece of the puzzle. Right? I am not the puzzle. I have my own pieces that I'm putting back together. Right? And I am already a whole, complete piece. And I'm a piece of the puzzle that we're all a part of. So your shape and the way you are, the way you look matters. It really matters, y'all. Like without your piece of the puzzle, we notice it's gone. So enjoy your piece while you're in it. Enjoy your body while you got it. Enjoy your mind while you try to control it and lasso it and direct it. It's the game. The game is in the mind. And enjoy the spirit. Enjoy connecting with it wherever you may see it in others, around you, and in yourself. So enjoy the rest of this day, y'all. And keep taking care of yourselves. Keep taking care of each other. And keep remembering how powerful gratitude is wherever you may go. All right? I'm going to go blow my nose. Okay. I love you all. I will see you all tomorrow night on Expansions at 6. I look forward to that one a lot. Oh, yeah. I'm really looking forward to that one. I would really love for you all to join me on that one because that's going to be a topic that I would really like your support with in that. So I love you. Okay. Bye, y'all.